This is so disgusting, dude. The fact that people are bullying Western journalists, being like, wow, it's crazy. Do you stand by your coverage that you thought the 6001st bomb also was from Israel, especially because Israel had bombed that specific hospital before, 2 days before?
Well, folks, the media have a brand new...
Oh, here it is. Oh, my favorite. Oh, here we go. Love to see it. Love to see what Ben has to say about this.
Terrible argument. Their argument is that when Israel trades terrorists for innocent Israeli civilians, that's because the innocent Israeli civilians and the terrorists are basically the same. Over the weekend, there's been this series of massive hostage exchanges between Hamas and Israel. So this weekend saw Hamas release some of the 240 hostages that the terror group took during its mass killing spree on October 7th. They released 13 Israeli hostages the first day. That was Friday. 13 more hostages on Saturday. 17 hostages.
What's interesting here is that, like, yeah, of course, Hamas doesn't have the capacity to fucking, hold Israelis under administrative detention because Hamas doesn't occupy Israel in the way that Israel occupies Gaza and the West Bank. You know what I mean? It's just so stupid to be like, oh, well, it seems like you're making a false equivalence between babies and actual criminal terrorist babies. Are you assuming right now? Do you think I'm assuming when I say Hamas does not occupy Israel in the way that fucking Israel occupies the West Bank and Gaza? Are you that stupid that you think that that is an assumption? The only reason why you would think that that's an assumption is if you have literally no understanding of the fucking history of Israel or Palestine whatsoever, and you simply come in here to fucking shit stir without any political knowledge whatsoever in a political commentator's chat. It is so fucking brain dead. You are basically demonstrating to 22,117 people in the chat right now that aren't you, that you're just an idiot, a baboon, a moron who has no opinion on the matter whatsoever and is simply in here to shit stir. Don't say don't run out of breath, you fucking dumbass. Oh my God, a 10-month subscriber. I'm going to die. How could he be so goddamn stupid? You're a talking head for the liberal West, Lamau. You're fat, Hippie Hagrid says on 11/7. You're fat? You must be assuming because I refuse to look at the facts. Head of the Lebanese Forces Party, it is best for Hassan Nasrallah to withdraw from the south and hand it over to the Lebanese army. Occupy Russia because Ukrainians and Russians are warm people. U.S. has been doing it. Everyone's doing it. You won't stop the violent. What? How did this guy's brain break? Like, how did it leak out of his fucking ear? I want to know. I need to understand. How? Also, is he like fucking pro-Russia and anti-Palestinian? Like, I don't understand. Hey, Hassan, I've stolen a shipment of Sputnik vaccines from our local train yard. I've been injecting myself for 2 days for a few months now. Should I be safe? I mean, he's like memeing and shit. Like, look at this guy from 12/22 onward has literally routinely just said, is that another assumption? Hassan, is that another assumption, Hassan? Waiting for the fucking opportunity that I actually pay attention to him. That's so sad, man. That's so sad. Why are you like this? I guess he's like, maybe like weirdly, I don't know, Lebanese Christian or something. And like very weirdly pro-Israel, anti-Palestinian. I don't know what it is. Then also pro-Russia. Like, it is weird. Hassan haters are the biggest Hasanabi heads. No, a lot of my haters do start off as Hasanabi heads, and then I fucking say something that they like are emotionally invested in, and then they just lose their fucking minds. They literally forget every other thing that they agree with me on and become my lifelong haters that will come in to specifically derail the conversation in ways that I understand to be successful because they've been in here for a very long time. And I'm fascinated with the subject because it's like, how the fuck does that happen to someone? Like, I've never, like, there are so many people that make content that I disagree with on a regular fucking basis that I never, like, I always try to understand, like, what is the deeper desire behind why they have this perspective? You know what I mean? Like, what's the major pivot point? Look at this. Hassan, what's your handler's name? Like, he's just schizophrenic, I think. Did I say on a regular basis? Oh my God. Fuck you guys. Shut up. Giving doorhead energy. Yeah, I have so many different, types of haters that I wonder where they're coming from. But I guess they always just like unite on fuck Hassan as a narrative. Like, you could be a Jimmy Dore fan. You could be a neoliberal. You could be a fucking reactionary right-winger. You could be a neo-Nazi. Ultimately, you find common ground on being like, yeah, fuck Hassan. Chat mad they can't categorize me. Yes, bro. Your fucking brain disease is so vast. Oh, you're such a typical fucking, guess what? I'm actually a heterodox thinker ass dumbass, dude. Jesus Christ. Hasan unites the right? Yes. Anyone to the right of me, oftentimes, on a long enough timeline, anyone to the right of me, even marginally, will fucking despise me as the major enemy. Nothing worse than me from their perspective. From an outside perspective, I'm new, and it could be mostly just attacking because you have leverage here and they go off because you seem to be doing well in life. If you had half a leg, they'd be up your ass. Well, also people to your left sometimes, nah. The people that are ostensibly to my left are just fucking, you know, they're crazy. Anyway, there's people I watch on the norm, and it's not like I need to see their viewpoint agree 100%. People really need to have a mind of their own. I know. I think this guy might be like a Jimmy Dore guy who's like, I'm a heterodox thinker, which is also another substitute for being fucking stupid. Thinking that I have a CIA handler, dude. Meanwhile, motherfucker's like 30-month subscriber to The Juicer. Why don't you get your fucking takes from him then, dude? And Jimmy Dore, which, by the way, probably align on a lot of issues, I would assume. Their politics are both incomprehensible.
Hostages on Sunday, bringing the current total to 43 hostages. Under the current break-in operations, Hamas was set to release 50 total hostages. The deal could be extended by 1 day for every 10 more hostages released. So why did the deal happen in the first place? Well, on Israel's side, the reason is pretty obvious. Israel values the life of its citizens in a way that Hamas simply does not. In fact, Israel is willing to put its own soldiers at additional risk in order to achieve the return of civilians. And by the way, even in order to protect Palestinian civilians, many of whom participated in the October 7th attacks. Because, again, reminder, Israel has complete air superiority over Gaza. They could bomb the place into total submission if Israel wanted to do so. So for Israel, the deal was painful but clear. Try to get out as many hostages as possible, even if Hamas would be temporarily strengthened. Meanwhile, what is Hamas looking for? Well, they're looking for a breather. Hamas has been absolutely pummeled. Its leadership class has been largely eliminated. Its operations in northern Gaza have been devastated.
That's really crazy that he's saying that because, like, contrary to what Israel and everyone else thought was going to happen, almost all the hostages came from northern Gaza, which literally destroys any concept, like any fucking idea that like Israel's occupation and siege this time around was a successful military operation. Like, I guess they didn't kill enough fucking school children. I guess they didn't shoot enough schools. Is that what happened? Is that what it is? Like if they'd blown up another mosque or another school, I promise, bro, we would have fucking dealt the final blow to Hamas. Because look at this. According to footage broadcast by Al Jazeera, Hamas handed over some of the hostages to the Red Cross in Gaza City. In Gaza City! They were then handed over to the IDF in central Gaza and taken into Israel. The footage may indicate that the hostages were being held in Gaza City that the IDF has not yet reached. That's insane, brother. That's insane. Like, think about that. This is what I said. I said, I don't know how anyone considers this IDF siege to be anything but an abject military failure after their indiscriminate bombing campaign and subsequent shutdown of northern Gaza. Hamas is still seemingly operating out of the north. Weren't they under Al-Shifa or all the UNRWA schools? What happened? That's insane. Yeah, that square itself was claimed to be controlled by Israel at this point. That's insane. The entirety of northern Gaza has supposedly been shut off. Wait, what the fuck? Ben isn't Israeli, but he says Hamas with a K. Hamas as if he speaks Hebrew. I mean, I'm sure he does. But also, remember, he is the biggest dick rider. I mean, he LARPs. He LARPs as a fucking Likudnik. He LARPs as a bibist, bro. He think if you listen to him, he literally sounds like a dude living in Tel Aviv that is just like, you know, ripping the fucking hostage posters because he thinks that it's like hurting Benjamin Netanyahu's political chances. He's insane.
Hamas wants a few benefits from the temporary ceasefire. First, a break to regroup, possibly plan new operations. Second, more fuel to enhance the possibility of their survival. And this is the most important one. They want time to try to convince the world that Israel ought to leave them intact, that Israel's campaign against Hamas ought to stop. Again, that last point is the most crucial. Hamas wants the rest of the world to buy the narrative that Hamas is, in fact, a reasonable actor. Or, as we have said, the left-wing notion that Hamas, Israel, they're no different, underneath, all the same. It's just...
Yeah, Hamas is it. Yeah, it is. Not a reasonable actor, a rational one. Yes, they are. I love the facts and logic guy literally being like, please, guys, do not think that the guys on the other side are human beings with like actual motivations. Right or wrong doesn't matter, okay? No, all their motivation is just hatred of Jewish people and hatred of the Western world. It was my favorite. They like tie it back to they're coming after you next. It's like, I'm sorry, but it's very stupid. You're literally demanding your audience be stupid and trying to fucking bully them into submission. You're like, if you don't behave in this stupid way and you think like these guys are operating on simple hatred, they hate us because they ain't us, okay? Then if you don't just operate on that emotional perspective and this emotional framework, which will lead you astray time and time again, if you don't feel that way, you're bad. You're anti-Semitic. You're a bad guy. And it's such a stupid way to try to cut arguments for your fucking, even for your fan base. No one is like, oh yeah, yay, Hamas, unless they're insane. But Hamas is a group with goals and motivations. He's a child with a child mindset. If you don't play whatever game I want during recess, you hate me. Yeah, it is incredibly fucking childish.
Last week.
Yeah, you have to be like, no, they're orcs. Exactly. That they're orcs. They're orcs. They're orcs. They don't have any reasoning. They don't have any motivations. Please, they're just orcs.
Exploitation. It's just colonization and all the rest. Now, that is a pretty hard sell after you hang glide into Israel and murder nearly 300 people at a music festival, go house to burn babies in their cribs and rape their moms and slaughter civilians at will. Because here's the thing, Hamas didn't even just engage in murder of...
What happened? Why aren't you talking about the beheaded babies now, Ben? It's just odd. I don't know. He's just like, his atrocity porn changes so frequently. Why is that? Anyway, did he say nearly 300? Last week he said 1,500? No, he's talking about 300 just at the music festival. Yeah, dude. Yeah, the framework in which Hamas operates in an act of terror on October 7th, which was an act of terror, by the way, which we now know they didn't know that there was a music festival going on. Regardless, they still fucking shot up the place like a bunch of school shooters, okay? All of that was an act of terror, straight up. What Israel did since then is an even greater act of terror. I can admit to that. Why can't you? Whether you look at the sheer volume of civilians murdered, whether you look at the sheer volume of children murdered, or the children per combatant ratio, Hamas, lesser evil across the board, lesser evil than Israel. Unless you think Palestinians are lesser than Israelis. And many people who make this false equivocation, or rather don't even make them play on the same moral playing field, are they're operating from that perspective. Technically, the baby murder and kidnapping to enemy combatant ratio benefits Hamas in this situation. That's it. It does. Compare October 7 to the past month and a half, or to even before you even mentioned the Israeli occupation in general, and yeah, they have killed significantly less babies per enemy combatant than Israel.
Of civilians, they engaged in some of the worst atrocities in modern history. According to one Israeli reserve combat paramedic, this is reported by the Washington Post, he found the corpses of 2 teenage girls in their bedrooms. Quote, one was on a bed. Her arm was dangling from the bed frame. Her legs were bare with bruises. She had a bullet hole in the chest neck area. The other was lying on the floor on her stomach, her legs spread, her pants pulled down toward her knees. There was a liquid on her back that looked like semen. She was shot in the back of the head. According to a volunteer at the Shura military morgue, which was analyzing the bodies of the slain, quote, we saw many women with bloody underwear, broken bones, broken legs, broken pelvises. Another witness described a gang rape at the Nova Rave, followed by the murder of the victim. Quote, he didn't pick up his pants. He shot her while inside her. So yeah, it's tough to turn Hamas into Israel's moral equivalent.
Yeah, okay, listen. This is a very nefarious way. I'm not going to discount any rapes from happening in this situation, of course. It has historically been a tool, okay? I think that's a high-risk reporting. No, I know where that comes from. That last one, at least, that he's referencing is some random lady who said she saw it happen to someone else. The severity of that, it's every single instance here is coming from secondhand reporting. They haven't been substantiated beyond eyewitness reporting, which is still important. And I'm not discounting the fact that it might have happened. Okay, I'm not. It's from a recent WAP article. Yeah, no, I know. I know that Washington Post also not substantiated, but reported on the eyewitness testimony. Sexual violence has been used as a weapon. It is completely unacceptable. It is immoral. There is no liberation aspect there. It's also a racist canard, for sure. That like these guys are like rapist barbarians, especially when like you look at the situation at hand and you think like, okay, so in the midst of all the GoPro footage that's readily available in the atrocity propaganda that Hamas made, that Israel has so willingly shown the world over and over again whenever the support for their endless siege is diminishing. None of which shows any of those crimes, but also what it does show is a chaotic situation where there's constantly fucking bullets whizzing back and forth. In that circumstance, being able to, like, once again, I have to respond by, I have to frame this by saying, I am not discounting that there might have been rapes on October 7th, okay? Rape is used as a tool in warfare regularly against women. Sexual violence is absolutely something that is utilized. It's just that I don't know how they would have, in that chaotic situation, been able to do a gang rape in the way that they are, in the way that some of these eyewitness testimonies claim was happening. Like, I just look at it from the perspective of not that, like, it's impossible, not that they would never do such a thing. These guys would never do such a thing. Hold up, you have to stop fucking stop calling rape a tool? Wait, what do you mean? No, it is sexual violence has been utilized as a tool in warfare to oppress whoever your enemies are, 100%. That doesn't mean that it is like what are you saying? They use it as a tool. It's not. I'm not making a moral judgment here. Obviously, my moral judgment on it is that it's wrong. What are you talking about? Where do you think the concept of raping and pillaging comes from? I'm not saying it's useful, dumbass. I'm saying it's completely horrifying. I said it's horrifying and not permissible in any capacity. That last one, Bet is stating there was a man with that witness who said she made up the story. Yeah, that last one is completely unreliable.
But the good news for Hamas, they never have to do their own selling. As always, their fellow travelers in the coalition of the oppressed, including their cheerleaders in the legacy media, do it for them. The legacy media have no regrets in their pro-Hamas coverage over the course of the last few weeks. In fact, they admit as much. Here, for example, was the BBC's international editor, claiming that the BBC has been doing a stellar job despite provoking international riots on behalf of Hamas, thanks to lies and false reporting about supposed Israeli human rights violations. Here's the BBC's international editor saying we've done an amazing job.
Dude, that's crazy. That's crazy to claim that the BBC is pro-Hamas. Okay, here, I'm going to say something. This is the Amy Schumerification of Hasbara. It is an utter failure because your expectations as a spoiled, petulant child of the Western media to lap up whatever fucking IDF narratives are being hastily put together to only to be discredited shortly after, okay, has caused you to live in this environment where the expectations of the average American or the average Westerner does not match your own petulant, childish, arrogant expectations of mainstream media to consistently be a mouthpiece and a stenographer for Israel, okay? He literally is just like, BBC, pro-Hamas. Everybody knows that. It's like, no, dog. No. Everybody fucking sees exactly what's going on. If you run up and say BBC is pro-Hamas, you are going to lose most people that would be on your side otherwise. They're going to be like, what? I don't know. I mean, I think that they've done, seems like they've been pretty pro-Israel.
I've got to ask you about the hospital on the 17th of October.
Al-Ahli. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I love that he is mad about this guy.
The BBC was
also, he said which one, because, again,
criticised heavily for its reporting of that event. Tell us what happened that night and, bluntly, where were you getting your information and do you regret anything that you said that night?
So it broke in, I suppose, mid-evening. And to answer your question, no, I don't regret one thing.
This is so fucking disgusting, dude. The fact that regardless of whether or not it was a literal fucking Islamic Jihad rocket or not, the fact that people are bullying Western journalists who literally uncritically report on everything the IDF says as though it's the God's honest truth, okay? The fact that they are doing that right now and being like, wow, it's crazy. Do you stand by your coverage that you thought the 6001st bomb also was from Israel, especially because Israel had bombed that specific hospital before, 2 days before? The doctors had been threatened by Israeli forces, that Israel kept subsequently bombing other hospitals immediately after that. Do you apologize for thinking, yeah, this 6001st bomb is also from Israel? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I feel like I'm losing my mind when I hear these guys go, how dare you? How dare you immediately think that, you know, this was also another Israeli bomb, which, by the way, has still been yet to be proven that it's not, okay? Yet to be proven. Are there suspicious circumstances here? Absolutely. Obviously, the impact of the crater, suspicious. Doesn't favor an Israeli missile strike at all. As soon as I saw the crater, I told you the same thing. Are there other suspicious circumstances here, like the Palestinian authorities not showing fragments of the missile? Yeah, that's incredibly suspicious. They have done this in the past where they showed fragments of a missile to prove that it was absolutely an Israeli missile. There is no circumstance in which there will not be a fragment. It doesn't happen. However, having said all of this, it does not matter. Having said all of this, it does not matter. The assumption that this was yet another Israeli airstrike is so fucking valid. And anyone who tries to tell you that it wasn't, that you're wrong for making this assumption, that you're anti-Semitic for making this assumption, is psychotic. You're the most insane person on the planet, dude. Yeah, the fact that they said, like, salt upon the water, the missile is disintegrated. Yeah, exactly. It's 100%. It favors the suspicious ways in which they have retaliated. That is not how they've retaliated in the past, when it 100% objectively is an Israeli rocket. Makes this situation come across like the fact that this could be a rocket misfire. I said this on the first day. Problem is, the idea that this was used for a week or multiple weeks on end and still talked about to this day when Israel's blown up other fucking hospitals, it blows my mind. Like, what are we doing here? What is it? That it's only not allowed? Like, every single fucking Palestinian that Israel has killed, okay? Thousands of them. Tens of thousands of them at this point. If this was an actual misfire, if this was an Islamic Jihad misfire, 100%, okay? Let's say it is. That's the only time it's not allowed? Only Israel gets to kill Palestinians? Like, what is the argument here? What is the argument? You know? Meanwhile, they're like, Al-Shifa is a fucking Hamas base. It's a Hamas base. It's a Hamas base. It's a Hamas base. Over and over again. Then they're like, yeah, I guess they sealed the doors before they left months ago. Okay, so why did you fucking strike the hospital over and over again, asshole? Why? There won't be a Gaza left and people will still show up to debate this. Why the fuck are you still stun-locked this, Hasan? You're the only one entertaining weirdos by still interacting with it. No, it's because Ben Shapiro brought this up.
My reporting, because I think I was measured throughout. I didn't raise to judgment.
But you said that building had been flattened.
Oh yeah, well I got that wrong because I was looking at the pictures and what I could see was a square that appeared to be flaming on all sides, and there was a, sort of a void in the middle, and it was, I think it was.
I hate this. I hate that they're bullying this dude who is literally like pro-Israel in his coverage. I've seen his coverage, okay? His coverage is 100% pro-Israel for the most part. But also, dog, ask yourself why we didn't have immediate on-the-ground reporting. Ask yourself why the BBC does not have immediate on-the-ground reporting. Ask yourself why the Associated Press doesn't operate outside of fucking Gaza. Ask yourself that question. Maybe it has everything to do with Israel refusing to let foreign press in or personally targeting them, personally killing them by half 100 at this point. 50 of them have been fucking assassinated by Israel. We're halfway to a 100. We're closer to 100 than we are to fucking 0 at this point. Damn, I can't believe that perfectly accurate information does not come from the ground, because the occupying force that is a belligerent occupier that is indiscriminately blowing up the entire fucking strip has rendered any kind of media from coming out impossible. They've made it impossible to fucking actually cover and report what's going on the fucking ground. Oh.
There's a picture taken from a drone. And so, we have to piece together what we see.
The media aren't backing down from their...
Fuck you, Ben. Fuck you. It is so... I said this on the BBC when I went on the BBC. I said this exact same thing. I said, you should have not apologized at all for your reporting on the matter. It is fucking ridiculous that people are trying to gaslight you into saying that you're in the fucking wrong for assuming that the 6,001st bomb was also going to be fucking Israel, when the real reason why you can't have immediate information on the ground in real time is quite literally because of Israel. The fuck do you mean? They shut off the communication. They shut off the access. They kill fucking journalists regularly. They've bombed all these fucking hospitals, including the one that they claimed they didn't bomb. This time it wasn't us. And then people go, wow, I can't believe you didn't report on it immediately with the assumption that it certainly wasn't Israel after it was Israel over and over again. Why the fuck would anybody think that it's not Israel? What are you, fucking nuts? When did you go on the BBC source, please? I don't know. It's online somewhere. Someone uploaded it. They screen recorded and uploaded it. But I was on BBC World, and the lady before me was like bullying the fucking anchor about. The lady before me was bullying the fucking anchor about how like their reporting on the Al-Ahli hospital is totally fucked up and anti-Semitic. And it's like, dude, it's not anti-Semitic. Shut the fuck up. Even if they got it wrong, okay? Even if the BBC got it wrong, which, by the way, ironically, my haters forget that, like, that's where I was getting my information from, BBC, Al Jazeera, and the like. You know what I mean? Because they all fucking originally said Al-Ahli struck by Israel, because why the fuck wouldn't they? Does someone have a link to this Google? Anyway, Ben Shapiro is revealing the fucking perspective here, though, to a T. He's openly reveling in it. It's awesome.
Pro-Hamas propaganda, not one iota. So even as this hostage deal went through, for example...
Dude, no. It's not pro-Hamas propaganda to assume that Israel's 6,001st bombing campaign was still Israel and not Hamas. That's fucking insane. That's crazy. You can't say it's pro-Hamas propaganda to, like, make accurate assertions. It's like looking at the Israeli account, flexing that they dropped 6,000 bombs on Gaza literally like 3 days prior, with all of Gaza reduced to rubble, photos of them, photos of all the buildings that they've destroyed, and going, well, this is pro-Hamas propaganda. It's like, bitch, Israel's doing pro-Hamas propaganda then. What the fuck do you mean? Anyone, and everyone, okay? Anyone and everyone at this point that unconditionally responds to anything that the IDF says with like, oh, it must be correct. It must be correct 100% is psychotic, okay? I know we've talked about the moral equivalence, like the same moral playing field. As far as atrocities goes, lesser evil voter, Hamas, less babies per enemy combatant murders, okay, than IDF. That's just a fact, objectively. Hamas, less destruction of infrastructure per civilian infrastructure, per military infrastructure than Israel by a wide margin, okay? So harm reduction on the Hamas side. Lies versus truthful assessment of the information from government organs, Hamas and the Palestinian Gazan Health Ministry 100% wins that argument. 1,000%. Sorry, it's fucking ridiculous. You can't always be like, oh, well, my enemies are terrorists, so I can just lie about them as much as I want, okay? You can't do that. Israel has created an environment that is unsustainable. No one can fucking believe. Oh, shit, you just called 98% of Israelis psychotic. This is so very sad. Wait, what? Well, okay, well, regardless, it's insane. I'm sorry, it is psychotic to look at anything that the IDF says and believe it. That's psychotic. You have to be critical. People get so mad at me when I exercise this exact same principle against my own fucking government. They hate it. They hate it when I do this shit. At a certain point, you just got to be like, oh, I'm here to just lap up whatever the fuck the American government is saying or whatever one of their extensions is saying to me. It's so maddening. It's so annoying. This take is proof that Hasan is not a journalist? Exactly. But we don't have to get into that conversation. Israel is army and Hamas is terrorist, so it's okay, idiot. Exactly. That is the mentality here. Sorry. Israel is government. Hamas is terrorist. Israel is army. Hamas is terrorist. Israel is friend. Hamas is foe. It's nuts. It's so crazy because it's like for every one truthful thing the Israeli government says or the IDF says or any number of like high-ranking Knesset members says, there's like 1,000 lies that they tell along the way. And I'm supposed to just forget that? Like, what am I fucking... In order to believe Israel's propaganda at this point, you have to not have object permanence. Like, I have to have a child's brain. Good and evil. No object permanence. I have to be 3 years old in my mentality to be like, well, of course I believe everything they're saying. Or be so insanely racist that, like, I basically do have a 3-year-old's brain at that point.
One LBC reporter, again, British reporter, asked an Israeli spokesperson, whether the unevenness of the exchange, remember, here is the exchange. Israel is supposed to get back 50 of its own hostages, and they're releasing 150 terrorists. So that's a 3-to-1 ratio of Israel releasing 3 terrorists for every innocent Israeli. This reporter literally...
Bro, this is so funny because there's literally minors, like a ton of minors that they're releasing. So he's saying like minor terrorists. If Ben Shapiro had like a thick Israeli accent, he would literally be saying at this point, baby terrorist, 13-year-old baby terror, baby Hamas babies are responsible for so much baby terror.
Asked the Israeli spokesperson whether that exchange rate represented Israel's disregard for Palestinian life because it was a 3-for-1 rate.
I was speaking to a hostage negotiator this morning. He made the comparison between the 50 hostages that Hamas has promised to release, as opposed to the 150 prisoners that are Palestinians that Israel has said that it will release. And he made the comparison between the numbers and the fact that does Israel not think that Palestinian lives are valued as highly as Israeli lives?
That is an astonishing accusation. If we could release...
That's so funny because it's true. It literally is. The reality is the reasons as to why Palestinians are detained is so fucking frivolous and stupid that, yeah, they don't give a shit about releasing them, okay? Especially when they can, like, unironically turn around and arrest them again. Yes, the idea that, like, the fucking dude in the apartheid ethno-state has this look of, the humanity, the audacity of you sitting at Westminster to tell me that I have a supremacist attitude when I've spent the last fucking month and a half giving you live contextualizations of, like, untold amounts of violence that I've subjected these fucking people to? How dare you say that I'm racist? Is so stupid. Look at how fucking bent, stupid, racist, arrogant ass face is on this too. God, I hate that. That's the thing I hate so much about this whole process is that, like, I feel so vindicated, but also at the same time, this conflict is, like, turned some of these fucking dumbass liberals into, like, extra stupid, extra racist, Islamophobic pieces of shit. It feels like I'm back in fucking 2014, you know? People just straight up went, do I question my fucking implicit biases? Nah, it's everyone else that's wrong. Islam is a fucking dangerous ideology. We are one step removed from motherfuckers in my DMs being like, you are a jihadi. Go back to your Haji country, you Haji fuck. Except we're not even one step removed from that. People are saying that. Look at any of my fucking replies. My sea of replies on Twitter is just straight up like people that have to be like 48 years old. Like the insults that they're utilizing is like stuff from a bygone era. To be honest, it's a stupid question. What's the counter? That it should be an equal trade just to maintain a sense of equality? No, I agree. I think that it is a stupid question. It's a stupid gotcha. Like, who gives a shit, dog? There are plenty more people that they can release too. So it's good. It's good that they are fucking racist. Sand N-word I saw under one of your tweets. Oh, that's a classic. Sand N-word is a banger, dude. It's a classic. I've heard that so many times. That's the default, dude. That's a hood classic. Certified hood classic. What the fuck is sand N-word? Come on, dude. Really? Think about it.
One prisoner for every one hostage, we would obviously do that. We're operating in horrific circumstances. We're not choosing to release these prisoners who have blood on their hands. We are talking about people who have been convicted of stabbing and shooting attacks. Notice the question of proportionality doesn't interest Palestinian supporters when they are able to get more of their prisoners out. But
yeah, scissor attacks. As a 15-year-old, for example, is really, they need to go to jail for 100 years.
Really, it is outrageous to suggest that the fact that we are willing to release prisoners who are convicted of terrorism offenses, more of them than we are getting our own innocent children back, somehow suggests that we don't care about Palestinian lives. Really, that's a disgusting accusation.
He's like, that's a disgusting accusation. We, of course, don't care about Palestinian lives, obviously. Obviously. Like, how else could we have gotten 10,000 prisoners so quickly? How else could we have doubled up on the number of people that we have since October 7th? How could we have done that? You can't do that if you genuinely care and have, like, actual fucking laws surrounding detainment. You need to sleep more, homie. You're glitching and shit. What did I do now? What did I say wrong now? Am I glitching? I don't know. Maybe you're just seeing the top of the hour ad break, and that's why you thought it was glitching. Careful, from 7:24 to 8, he shows the stabbing, censored but still. Yeah.
It is a particularly stupid question. But the most common idiotic message of the weekend was actually parroted all over the legacy media, that somehow there is moral equivalence between Israel releasing terrorists and Hamas releasing children. This is something the legacy media are actively promoting. So let's start with the actual facts. Every single person Hamas is releasing is an innocent person. Every single person Israel is releasing is a criminal. Here is a chart of the Palestinian release.
Oh, shit. Dude. Duh. I didn't think about it that way. Dude, I didn't think about it that way. Wait, I love when they put stones in there, too, by the way. The largest percentage of the Palestinian released prisoners is stones. Stones make up the plurality on this, dude. Terrorist attempt is the second largest. Oh, my heart. My heart, I'm dying. Stabbing attack, shooting attack, other violences, terrorist contact. Terrorist contact is 11. Oh, my God. Other violence is 6.4. Other 11.7%. This is the best. Thank you, Ben. Thank you for releasing this. Thank you for putting this pie chart. This is the absolute worst pie chart I've ever fucking seen in my entire life. This is so demonstrably, like, I don't even need to get into the whole, like, Israel is an occupation, an illegal belligerent occupier, and these people don't actually get to see the same legal recourse that is necessary for there to be a lawful conviction here. It's a violation of international human rights to do this to children and do this to any enemy combatant, even, as a matter of fact. But then the pie chart is so bad that it's like terrorist contact. Wow, that's crazy. I feel like this brings up more questions than answers for any average person that doesn't fully understand what's going on here, that isn't completely fucking lapping up Islamophobic propaganda. Other violences and other. So, of course, this is the only thing you can get together and put together when you realize that, like, yeah, most of these illegal acts are simply secret evidence with very little legal recourse, no proper representation whatsoever, okay? Like, what the fuck is a terrorist attempt? Get the fuck out of here, dude. Anything that Israel considers Palestinian in the wrong place is a terrorist attempt. Terrorist contact, by the way, is literally when they suspect you of, like, talking to someone that they suspect is a terrorist. It's fucking ridiculous. Come on, man. They ran out of other... I love how stupid this list is to begin with. Okay, because even on the edge cases where there is actual violence that has been dished out, okay, even in the edge cases where there's actual violence that has been dished out, like the Ahmed Manazra situation, right? Like, he's 13 years old, his cousin is 15, his cousin gets killed on the spot, he doesn't even fucking stab someone, and they immediately violate any kind of international human rights that you could have had in that situation. Like, even if you do something criminal, which of course is going to happen, especially because, you know, if you are resisting an occupation, you know, some of these acts of violence are a little bit more permissible than you would think, right? But it's, like, so stupid. They ran out of bullshit reasons, so they just slapped on other. Like, just put, like, I don't know, hit me with a stick, hurt my fucking feelings, I don't know, anti-Semitic conspiracy. That they had to put other twice. And yes, some of these people in this list are not even fucking convicted. And the ones who are convicted, oftentimes are convicted in a military court. 100% conviction rate. Get the fuck out of here. Are you denying that tweeting Free Palestine is not a terrorist act? Yeah.
Prisoners grouped by their actions. 15% threw stones at Israeli soldiers. 8% were involved in stabbing attacks. 10% were involved in shooting attacks. 6.4% in other violences. Terrorist contact, 11%. Terrorist attempt, 14.4%. 12%.
Yeah, this only works. Like I said, this only works if you're, like, listening to Ben and you 100%, you only fucking listen to him and you're just, like, incredibly fucking racist already. So you go, yeah, that's, whoa, stone attacks. That's unacceptable. I'm so glad that those terrorist scumbag 13-year-olds are fucking put in permajail. I love that. Thank you.
0.4% Molotov cocktails, 10.7% explosives, only 11% others, but even those people were associated with terrorism. I mean, it's amazing. Okay, so who exactly are these convicts? Again, I don't have to just tell you from the
Even those others are associated with terrorism. Oh, thanks. Oh, there it is. The question to ask, Ben, is there a Palestinian that hasn't been convicted of terrorism? I think that's a good question. How many of those guys are on there for tax evasion? Isn't it weird that none of those guys are on there for like white collar crime and simply all of them are on there for terrorism? Isn't that strange? Like there's not one guy that stole. Not one guy that had a fucking traffic ticket, okay, that they were just not paying. Not one delinquent child support payment. How odd. It almost feels like when you are an occupying force and the people that you are literally occupying, you declare enemy combatants, and the actions that they take you consider terrorism, that every single part is like a different form of terrorism. So odd. How did that happen? Wow. How unfortunate for Israel that they just landed on a fucking place where literally every act is an act of terror. That's crazy. How does that happen? What are the odds, guys? What are the fucking odds? It's crazy to me.
The chart. Here's the video of some of these terrorists who were released, what they actually did. Here's one woman. Okay, she was released. She's an innocent woman, right? An innocent woman being held hostage by Israel. Except for she actively stabs this police officer. Watch the tape.
For the record, one, understand something here. It doesn't matter if you agree with the crime or not. If you don't have due process and it's a belligerent occupying force that arrests you and unlawfully detains you, okay, that's it. That's a kidnapping. Like, it doesn't matter what your perspective is. Like, it doesn't matter how hard you think she deserved it, okay? Like, it doesn't matter. If you are existing under a belligerent occupation and the occupying force arrests you without serious due process, that's a state-sponsored kidnapping, okay? That's it. There's no other way to look at the situation. Oh, they were police. She's literally allowed to do that? Oh, no, for sure. Also, remember what I told you guys? That, like, of course, if Hamas on October 7th only killed military people, they would still react the same way? Who do you think has the power to exercise force here? The funniest thing is this might even be a PA cop. Is it an Israeli cop or is it a Palestinian Authority officer? You know what I mean? So the reason why all of these are considered, the reason why all of these cases are considered acts of terror is because any kind of violent resistance that you are totally legally fucking allowed to do against a belligerent occupier is considered terrorism. That's it. It's her ex. She's a queen for this. I mean, I don't know what the reason as to why this happened. But regardless of how valid you think the apprehension is, if you're a fucking belligerent occupier, you can't put this person through a fucking criminal process that is unlawful and void of any sort of like serious habeas corpus application, and then act like it's a valid and just thing to do. You know, you can't do that. It's totally valid to call this a kidnapping.
Hey. She goes after him with a knife. Here's another woman. She's carrying a knife above her head.
This is literally not even one of the people that they're releasing. This fucking idiot went and found this fucking idiot.
Here's another one.
Went and fucking found a compilation. These aren't even the fucking people that they're releasing, you donkey. Fuck you. This is Ahmad Tamimi.
Here's another.
This is what's his not Tamimi. This is what's the name of it? What's his last name? Fuck. This is the video of the fucking Ahmad Manazra. This is the video of the fucking dude that I've been talking about. The 13-year-old. He's not even being released.
Trying to stab a police officer.
This is like the black crime update that Breitbart used to do. Yeah, fun fact. Ben Shapiro used to work at Breitbart at that time when they had a black crime tab specifically.
2 terrorists chasing a police officer with knives. Here is a police officer. Here is a Palestinian just stabbing a random person. There is one of the terrorists literally taking his van.
This is so funny. He's just showing, first of all, he's showing just a random compilation. I don't even know what half these, I don't even know where half of these are from, but at least the one that I immediately recognized, is the Ahmed Manazra case, which is still ridiculous because he didn't even fucking stab anybody. And he was 13. That's number one. And number two, remember, he's like In this random compilation, he's talking about a bunch of dudes that don't have guns stabbing motherfuckers with actual guns. Okay, nice review, man. Better than Sniper Wolf. Sheesh.
Crashing into a police officer and then trying to stab him. A car attack.
Like, what happened? I thought armed military security apparatus was a valid target. What's going on? Yeah, someone in the chat said Ben's running out of breath because he's too horny. Where are the YouTube drama videos about Ben's unethical journalism? Yeah, Ben is seen as like a way more valid fucking... Ben is seen as a way more legitimate source of information than I am. Where are the drama perverts? Almost all of these videos feature people that have probably been... Like, half of these videos have people that have been killed, by the way. I like that he's framing this as though, like, these are all the people that Israel is releasing. Which, of course, you know, I guess brings up the point. Well, take it up with Israel then, dumbass. Like, when Gavin Newsom says that they're going to look at the conditional release of 75,000 prisoners, you go, fuck Gavin Newsom. You don't go, well, it's the woke left that causes that happen. I mean, I know that you say that too, but you still say fuck Gavin Newsom. So I guess Israel is really fucked up for releasing all these violent criminals. Or maybe they know that they're going to fucking arrest the same number of people tomorrow anyway. And that these guys aren't all violent criminals, and they perfectly get it.
Jumps out with a knife. A knife attack. Okay, these are the people that the media are portraying as equivalent to the...
Like, even this says Palestinian Arab terrorist shot after stabbing.
Israeli hostages being released. Again, these are people who are literally attempting to stab and murder people. That's who is in Israeli prison.
Dude, he's so horny for this. No, that's not. Like, the video compilation you showed is like pretty much the entire total of people that have like done something that would be considered a fucking actual valid crime. And even then, you know, questionable, considering that almost every single one that you showed, with the exception of like with the exception of Ahmed Benazra, who was a 13-year-old kid, by the way. Out of all of the ones that they released, 8 of the 39 Palestinian prisoners released on Hamas deal on Saturday were convicted of attempted murder. 8 out of the 39. Most of them were minors. Okay? And it's all literally shit like this, like a stabbing attack against a cop or whatever. Yeah, look. Another Palestinian woman prisoner is released, Sharuk Dwayat, 26, who in 2015 stabbed a 35-year-old Israeli, wounding him moderately. The man managed to cock his handgun and shot Dwayat, wounding her seriously. She was sentenced to 16 years in prison. That's crazy. Why did the guy have a gun? What's happening here? Isn't it so strange that all of these really violent, scary really violent, scary criminal scumbag terrorists are all like 16-year-old girls with scissors against a fucking 35-year-old man with a weapon? That's so odd. Also, the guy was a settler who tried to take off her hijab. Yeah, that's the other part of it, but I'm not even getting into that aspect of the conversation where, like, half of the fucking individuals that we're talking about have a different story than just, you know, these are bloodthirsty monsters. They fucking live literally under an occupation, man. It doesn't take that much to figure out that, like, half of these fucking people are being unjustifiably prosecuted. Anyway, according to the indictment, traffic policeman Moshe Chen stopped Jabez from driving in a public transit lane and approached a car. When he approached the car, she shouted, "Allahu Akbar," opened the gas spigot, and lit it. As a result, the indictment said fire ignited, causing a powerful explosion which hurled the policeman towards the separation barrier. The policeman sustained burns to his face and chest. Except, according to other eyewitness testimony, that's not the case. But also, we will never know because they didn't actually end up looking at the car. They just went along with the first-hand account. That's it. That would never happen. That's not an investigation that ever happens. Like, it's crazy to me that they just did not investigate the car at all. They did not look to see if it was like an actual malfunction, as she was like, gas isn't flammable like that. No, it is. No, is it really crazy to you? Yes, it is crazy to me that a woman who fucking worked at a goddamn hospital as a clown for like cancer children lit herself on fire in the least successful car bombing attempt of all time, rather than she was carrying her fucking personal items, including a gas canister, from one house to her new house that she was moving towards, and the car, I guess, malfunctioned, and it lit the entire car on fire. There was like an electrical fire that exploded into, not even an explosion, but it turned into a much larger fire in her car, especially because the windows didn't even blow up, apparently, in the car. Static electricity could spark gas vapor. Yeah, in 2015, Miss Al-Jabis was arrested after a gas canister detonated in her car, injuring an Israeli police officer and leaving her with third-degree burns across 65% of her body, including on her face and her hands. She was sentenced to 11 years in jail for an attempted suicide bombing, a charge she denies. During the course of her imprisonment, Ms. Al-Jabis accused Israel of denying her proper medical treatment and became a powerful symbol of the plight of thousands of Palestinians in Israeli jails. Yeah. Requesting Israel's ID, the officer insisted she remain inside the car while he inspected her documents, ignoring her concerns about a strange smell. The situation took a dire turn when a kitchen gas cylinder in her car caught fire due to the engine failure. Desperate to escape, Israel's attempts were thwarted as the officer forcefully shut the car door, causing her severe injuries. You're reading that from Ahram Online, right? I don't believe she blew herself up. It's not something that women do normally when it comes to terrorism. Anyway. Look, I don't know. I don't know what happened, okay? I don't. The problem is, we don't know how, we will never know, okay? You can either believe the Israeli occupying force, or you can believe the victim in the situation, the Palestinian. Okay? That's it. Because unfortunately, there is no due process. There's no real investigation. That's the problem. Do you guys understand? Because I'm not saying that there aren't Palestinians out there that want to do like things the Israelis. Of course they do. And some of that, even under a normal circumstance, if it wasn't a fucking occupation, would be still illegal and would deserve prison time. Okay? The problem is, however, there is no real fucking investigation because it's the criminal entity that is the occupying force that is conducting the fucking false investigation. And half the time, they're not doing it. That's the problem. And yeah, in this circumstance, I believe her testimony more than I believe the Israeli occupying force. Especially when even acts of violence in this circumstance, like a lot more acts of violence in the circumstance, would be considered legally just and morally permissible. Like, you can, if you want to, call it terrorism all day, every day, but the real terrorism in this circumstance, is what Israel's doing. I'm sorry, it's just it's the case. It's the truth, okay? Like, that's crazy.